It was 1930 in Soviet Russia. Rabbi Shlomo Chaim Kesselman, one of the greatest Hasidic mentors of the last generation, was exiled by the Russian government to Poltava for the great sin of spreading Judaism. His young wife was left to raise their twin boys, Velvel and Beryl, all alone. On Lag BaOmer that year, the boys turned 3, and they had their traditional upshernish, their first haircutting ceremony. Reb Shlomo Chaim's wife had pictures taken of the event and sent them to her husband, along with a letter and some of the boys' freshly cut curls. When the letter arrived, it was of course censored, and in order to add to his suffering, the officials confiscated the pictures. But not understanding what the hair was, they left it in the envelope. Reb Shlomo Chaim later said that those curls and the vision of his young boys growing up as proud Jews kept him going through the most difficult times in the Soviet Gulag. This week, Parshas Terumah, we read in the Torah about the construction of the Mishkan, the tabernacle the Jews made in the desert. The Torah tells us that the body of the structure was made of acacia, acacia wood. How did the Jews have access to all this wood? Says Rashi, in the name of Rabbi Tanhuma, that Yaakov Avinu foresaw that his children would require this wood in the desert. So he planted acacia trees while still in Egypt, which the Jews took along when they left. But something just doesn't add up. At this point, the Jewish people were very wealthy, and they could have surely bought whatever wood they needed from traveling merchants, just like they bought other supplies. Why did they have to schlep the wood all the way from Egypt for all this time? In a very emotional sikha, the Rebbe explained that the answer to this is hinted in the name of the rabbi who transmitted this teaching. Tanhuma means comfort and consolation. Yaakov Avinu didn't just plant the trees in Egypt so the Jews could later fulfill a commandment in the future. Jacob planted the trees so that when things got tough in exile, when the suffering and brutality was at its peak, the Jews could look up at them and say, "Don't give up. There's hope. We will get out of here and use these trees to build a home for Hashem." Today too, as we struggle in exile, we're constantly looking for role models, tzaddikim and leaders, to be our tree, our source of inspiration. But in the end, it's up to us. Each of us must be a tree for someone else. Each of us must bring comfort, solace, and light to another human being. As the popular song from Moshe Weiss goes, who will be the Zeidy of our children? Who will be their Zeidy if not we? Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom u'Mivarach.